you actually meet them. You don't know people until you actually get to know them. Like, for example, in school. If you don't know someone, because it might be your first day, you might never went to this school before. You might never went to it. So you might not understand, like, people. But then when you actually start getting, like, comfortable, you might actually start getting friends. But first, you don't know them. But then when you guys are actually, like, with each other, actually understanding about each other, like where you guys live, but not kind of like, but yeah, you actually know each other. At first, people don't know each other because rather one, they're just a toddler, they don't know what's going on in the world until someone teaches them. And also one thing, in order to get mathematics, you have to have an educator. You can't have mathematics until if someone teaches you mathematics, you should be thankful for that because you're actually, doing these building, actually getting to know people, understand mathematics, like, yeah. Like in alphabet, that's pre-alphabet. Like, it goes 20, no, you have to know a person. Like, for example, I have an educator, I'm not going to name them. I have to keep their identity. I'm not going to say them. Alright, so, now, yeah, you have to teach people, like children, like the man and woman, God and earth have to teach these kids so they can know what's going on in the world, the real reality. Like for the first time, I thought God was in the sky. But then a God built with me, he's not in the sky, the black man's God. At first, I didn't know who was Allah, which was the Father. And also, God told me, look in the mirror. I looked in the mirror, I said, who's Allah? And then when I come out, a God says, so who you see in that mirror? I say, I see me. The God said, so you are Allah. So I'm like, yeah. I'm not gonna lie, while I'm right here, I'm kind of nervous because this is my first time building right here. And the thing is, I've been around, I don't know how much audience I've been. But yeah, it's the 24th letter in the alphabet, X unknown. And tomorrow is going to be 25, Y. Which will be, tomorrow will also be wisdom, power, refinement. 25. My name is Born Mathematics. Some gods might know me. If some gods don't know me, then I don't know you. But yeah, because I haven't been here in a long time. Last time was I don't know how to say this, it was this year, but it was my first time going back to a rally in a long time. I don't remember what was my last rally. I didn't remember, but I was let's go to New York. I want to go to a rally. So we drove from LA to New York. It took a few hours to drive. I met some gods I probably didn't remember, which I probably already knew, and one god that I already knew, which showed up. There's a god that's right here, right now, one of these seats right now. And yeah. Then we have to build. We can't stop building. We need to teach people supreme mathematics. It goes knowledge to cipher, which goes, it takes a baby to be born, knowledge to born. knowledge, wisdom, understanding, culture, freedom, power, refinement, equality, God, build, destroy, born. And only that, I also know the 12 jewels. 1 is knowledge, 2 is wisdom, 3 is understanding, 4 is freedom, 5 is justice, 6 is equality, 7 is food, 8 is clothing, 9 is shelter, 10 is... Alright, girl. That was I remember now. So, I'm going to go back. 1 is knowledge, 2 is wisdom, 3 is understanding, 4 is freedom, 5 is justice, 6 is equality, 7 is food, 8 is clothing, 9 is shelter, 10 is love, 11 is peace, 12 is happiness. So like all I'm trying to say is, like it has to take a man and a woman to get a child. Like if you guys wanted children, you can't do man to man. That's definitely not gonna happen. If you do man to man, how is that even gonna happen? Like, we need to get a woman and men. That's how we actually get children. Just like a little 1-year-old up there. But yeah, we have to get like men and women together instead of like just doing weird stuff like man and man, woman and woman. Like stuff like that. All I'm trying to say is you gotta teach people, you gotta learn, you gotta teach, and that's all you gotta do. Peace.
Hey, I go by the divine attribute of Shati Wa, the law, the date mathematics, and wisdom culture. The wisdom is the way to present the knowledge by speaking. The culture is our God. I want to touch base on, we just lost a great brother in this nation. His name is Lord Grateful Malik Allah. I knew the God since 1974. I'm from the streets of Medina. When God rested on Vernon Avenue, when his old dad had 4 buildings, and then his old dad had a steak and take. How many people remember that? I'm talking about 1974. So I got the call the other day, and it hurt my heart because me and this brother used to go. I'm from Tompkins Project. He's from Vernon. He come down to Tompkins Project. Me and Malik would have ciphers in Tompkins Project. And then I said, well, I'm going to teach this way. Malik said, I'm going to start teaching in Tompkins Project. That's how great this brother is. To his family, he got my condolences. To his family, but they must remain strong because the God was not a weak God. If you've been in this nation, you knew the God created a paper that was called Food for Thought that he gave out for free. And if anybody don't have a copy to the young brothers and sisters in this nation, I advise you to get a copy of that. Because the God has a lot of history about that. Malik was a walking encyclopedia. When I said a walking encyclopedia, the God, if you said something to the God, and it wasn't right and exact, he would say, oh, they got you with that one too, huh, God? So I'm going to miss my brother, but he's never going to be forgotten. Because he's always going to be in my heart. The mind never dies. The mind is everlasting. I don't celebrate death. I celebrate life. Because it's everlasting. Hey!
I just want to reiterate, for those of you that weren't here at the very beginning of the involvement, I just want to reiterate, there are 2 lists of this. One is for speaking, and one is for, I'm call it resources because if you're looking for those that have some resources, that have some skills, you know, whether it be carpentry, electronics, I don't know what your skill set is. I don't know what job you work on. Well, we need to, man, find out the skill set of the brothers and sisters in our nation so that we can continue on with our building process. All right? Dumont, YDLR, first initiated years ago. Now, we have the original on file in the computer at the law school of Mecca. That list has to be updated, and since new people are always coming in, right, I think it's only right that we know who you are and what you can do. It doesn't matter what region you're in, and to me, it doesn't really matter what you know. What's that other? Pie maker, candlestick maker, whatever they say. We're all one, you know, and all of y'all have value to us. Right? We all have value. Like I'm the right, I'm sure you're right. I also have other skills. All right? But it's important that you come forward and let us know exactly who you are and what you can do. And only if you're willing, you know, because this is what's willing, man. You know, we don't force nobody to do anything. But I know that the sincere heart and are willing to give what they can, when they can, to this effort. So please sign the resource list if you have a resource that you can take advantage of. All right? I don't know who's next, but Dan, passing.
The Lord God see all. I love the bills I heard today, especially from the young heart. But now it's the wisdom of God, speaking on myself, I'm not a great teacher, but I can give them there. So what I'm about to do, I'm about to be at home with my goods. Any of your God's got goods, you let me know. I'll make sure your currency right. That's my word is born. We went burger, and we got to go back there. I'm not worried about the children now. I'm worried about us now, the adults at home. That's who we got to address. Like I said in the bill we had a couple of weeks ago, there's over 100,000 people at home. Give me 3 months. I can get $1 for 15,000 a month. I'm going to be giving out the newspaper for free. The people got to know us. We put on events for the adults of home. Let them come to know us. Get to know these preachers and all that. We know what we are. But we got to know their agenda so we can put our agenda down. Like you say, look where we at now. It's not a lot of us. Our babies ain't here. So I mean no disrespect. I'm not concerned about nobody else's babies. I want to build my brothers and sisters and bring in more brothers and sisters and then build babies. We didn't do it for ours. I'm not worried about nobody else's. And that's no disrespect. That's just real. We all old now. How many we got that's his age? My daughter used to come with me. And she was the youngest one there, and she was in her 20s. So we got to build us, get to know these people in Harlem, and then we go burr, like the guards passed along when we were younger. Okay. How did we get it? We stayed at Harlem. Okay. Old guards didn't give up. We got to give it to the young, but we got to talk to the parents and get to know them because we're not children. Nobody want no old-ass men in their kids' face. How many of us got somebody our age when we was 12, 13, and 14? We got it from people our age. Peace.
Peace. My name is Mahadir. I'm from Medina. First of all praises due to Allah for the breath of life and the opportunity to show and prove who I am, who we are, and what it's all about. I'm touching on a couple things. I feel we're going justice in regards to the agenda for this parliament, and he reiterated to me the same agenda that was for the all-God parliament, which is moving our nation forward, us and unification, and getting past our differences to be able to move our nation forward, and also what the brother just mentioned in regards to how do we bridge the gap to the children. We know that this is passed on from peer to peer, so it's our job to be aware that the young brother that just came up here to build, and there's another young brother that just came up here that's going to build the law of justice, my grand when you see this, it's our job to connect with that. That is our bridge. We cannot connect with those babies. We're not allowed in those playgrounds. If we're in those playgrounds, we're aware. But when these young people come down this, if you neglect the opportunity to connect with them and give them the power and encouragement they need to go teach these babies and how to move to attract these babies, then you're not doing your job. Right? And that's an important thing. All the concern about money, all the concern about a law school, all that stuff is all good. But you got to remember how you earned a law school. Right? A law was given that school because we had all the youth. Right? So if you don't use it, you lose it. So we got to get back to that like the young guy was saying earlier. Right? I don't teach that wisdom close to the 24th letter of the alphabet stuff, but X just mark the spot. So step into your X and be who you are and show them through that quality. It's very important for everybody to do their part and understand what the mission is. It's connected to the youth. That's what the law left us here for. He ain't leave us to save a law school. Although that was a campaign that's been going on since I was a baby in this nation, and I've been giving money for it, going to meetings, joining committees, doing all types of things to make sure that our little piece of the pie is still there. But we got to keep our priorities straight because the culture is founded on priorities and values, right? If you can't prioritize, you ain't going to get to the mission. The children is the first thing. We all old enough that we have granddaughters. Some of y'all have great-grandkids, and I only have one granddaughter. Some of y'all have like 50 grandkids and stuff. Like these seats should actually be full. So I recommend taking the opportunity that when you're at home and these babies come over, your children bring your grandchildren over, your grandchildren bring your great-grandchildren over, you have these conversations. Why do you come to the parlor anymore? Because all our kids are at this age. It's just when they're teenagers and have their own choices. Nah, Dad, I'm good this one. I'm good for the children. I'm good for the show through. But there's something there for them to engage them and for them to have fun. But if we don't have these conversations and make them feel empowered, to invite their cousins, to invite their friends, to be in school kicking, oh yeah, come on to the parliament in a month, we're doing this and this, come on down. That's what it's about. We gotta fill these seats up with young people. We old. If you don't have certain things straight in your life by now, and you haven't built a support system in your life by now, I hate to use the term I'm sorry, but I'm sorry. They have HRA, they have senior citizen census, they have all kinds of things. That's not what this nation is about. If you burned all your bridges with your relatives, there ain't nobody looking out for you in your physical family, and then you want to come in and correcting a brother about how a word is spelled in a lesson or what order a lesson goes, my man, you got to go mixed up. Your priorities is crooked. Go love the people that gotta love you. Because that's what it's about. We all got to do for each other, but we can't be putting extra weight on the mission of this nation. Because it's really sad that there's only 3 young people here that I see that, I may say shit in their 40s, maybe, you know, under their 40s, it may only be 3 people here. That's a sad situation. When we're known for making babies. Like that is part of our legacy. Some of our brothers have 20, 30 kids. I just have 6. I'm a lightweight. My brothers ask how many kids I tuck in my chain. Like, you got nothing to say. This got 20, this one got 30, that one got 12. Like, where are these babies? Where are we connected to? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing that this knowledge is not respected in your home, that they're not attracted to come here? To me, that is the key to moving our nation forward. Because of that Otisville interview that Allah gave, he specifically gave instructions. So that our seeds or our babies unite with their babies and let them build to change the world. From log cabins to skyscrapers. Skyscrapers is done now. Now we have flying cars and all kinds of things that we haven't seen yet, but in certain societies, it's there. The technology's in there. If you know about Elon Musk, if you know about a bunch of other dudes, I don't know about too many of them, but the world is moving forward, with or without you. And I don't know if you know, it's all praise due to Allah that it is happening. There ain't no separate God for them either. There's only one God, and his name is Allah. There's one God of gods. There's one Lord of lords. There's the best known in every cipher. We got to stop ego tripping and understand the supreme quality that this was founded in. Brothers, when I came around, brothers had different lessons. Brothers had different orders of things. They did that on their own time. Got in each other's club, whatever they did, you know what I'm saying? Like, what? But when it came to the business, when it was front line, they were a united front. No matter what we did when we were behind closed doors as brothers and siblings. But when we were out here in the streets, it was like the devil out there. It wasn't a joke. They didn't have time to be in the streets bickering about how to spell a word. Now it's on Facebook for the world to see brothers arguing about the dumb stuff. No unification is being taught. So these are the things that, to me, in regards to the agenda that Born Justice gave me, are paramount to the future of our nation. Our unification and the children. The third thing he mentioned was for brothers to bring up their ideas of how they see our nation moving forward, and that's what I'm doing right now. But this is where the mindset is supposed to be on all of us when we come to these cycles. That's what the Parliament is about. Building about our future and also bringing resources. That's part of what Allah did. He had people from the community that have resources come and tell our babies and tell us, yo, we got jobs over here, we got free training over here, there's apartments over here. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what a community does. If we don't secure resources for each other, then that's why we're here, looking to build money, to do things on our own. When the money's already there. The money's already given, just like the Lord was speaking. How many people got that same 99 lease that we got at that school? You know how many other people got that in Harlem? I know of at least 2 other people that got it. Some of them, like the Abyssinian Church, they own half of Harlem now from that $1.99 year lease. And that's what they're waiting for, like he said. They're just waiting for the proposal. Like the money's here, the law already ordained it. You good. You just got to make up your mind and act right. You do whatever you want. And it's simple like that. You just got to teach. So now moving right along, one of the things that I wanted to add on to the calendar that Born Justice mentioned, December is Medina's anniversary. We don't make it a big function, but those of us from the